Hey y'all, it's Anime Kim, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 50th episode of Captain Tsubasa, and this episode was damn lit. Now, while this episode wasn't the visual marvel as some of the previous episodes of Captain Tsubasa, at the very least, it was a step up above episode 49. And because at the very least, when it came to like the scenes when there was like a shootout between Tsubasa and Hyuga, it looked pretty damn good, especially with like the rainbow light colors and all that. So even though the animators probably didn't have much to work with, at the very least when the scene had to matter, it looked great. Now, so I'd say overall from an animation standpoint, it did fine. Not exceptional, but it did fine. And from an art standpoint, it was still good because there weren't any sequences where I thought anything was off model, and I didn't really feel like there were any dark faces. So from an art standpoint, it did good. Now, as for characters and story, I gotta say, this episode finally made me a fan of Murasaki, because previously, when you had Murasaki in some of the episodes, I was like, this guy feels like a scrub. It feels like he can never really block any type of shots. And I like how in this episode, it changes my opinion of him quickly, because I like how in this episode, he does some big plays. Like when you had some of the Nakatsuka teammates get towards where the line of the tiger shot was going to be at, they reduced the impact of it so that someone like Murasaki was able to actually catch the ball. And I thought that was pretty sick to see Murasaki get his shine. And it was also nice to get to see Ishizaki get even more shine, because when it seemed like all hope was lost, I like how you have Ishizaki do a headbutt and it receives the force of the tiger shot into his forehead, and I was like, yo, is Ishizaki's head made of fucking concrete? Because you see the tiger shot damage concrete, yet Ishizaki's head's all fine. But you know what? Fuck it, it's Captain Tsubasa. The over-the-top factor is what makes it super entertaining, but it just makes you wonder, shouldn't Ishizaki's head have been like? Shouldn't have it popped like a watermelon? Like someone would hit a watermelon with a bat and it would break. But you know what? Fuck it. Ishizaki's head must be made of some kind of vibranium like shit. Probably on the stuff that's Logan from Wolverine's on to fucking be able to fucking defy the force of that blast. So that was another cool thing about this episode, how he had his shine, and they were even making jokes how him and Tsubasa are their own golden duo. And I like how you see some of Ishizaki's humbleness at when he's like more like half duo, golden duo. So that was a pretty sweet scene, showing off that the writers can still put in a bit of humor here and there in between the tense moments. And also like how in this episode you had Tsubasa's unshakable faith in himself kind of falter for a bit, and I like how it takes Hyuga inspiring Tsubasa at that moment for Tsubasa to get his head into gear, because I like that, because if a protagonist is like go happy all the time without any semblance of obstacles, it would be boring. So to see just for a few moments Tsubasa doubt himself and then get confidence in himself again was also another beautiful thing to see. It makes Tsubasa's character feel much, much more human, and it makes the writing of his character feel much, much more immense. So that was also another cool detail by the writers, and it only made it feel a bit more tragic when it ends in a tie, and now we're gonna get extra time. It was like, damn it, I wanted Tsubasa to get some rest already, but hey, for us viewers, it's good because that means more football action. So it definitely pumps me up for next week, because there's 20 more minutes, which makes it seem like next week might be the finale of this match. Who knows? Could go on to episode 52 for all we know. I think, yeah. But either way, whatever the show does, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next, because this anime, it just keeps on defying my expectations each and every episode. And I'm going to rate this episode overall 9 out of 10. Despite some animation issues, I thought this episode was still great, and I'm eagerly anticipating episode 51. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more. Alright, bye-bye, everyone.